Recording.
Hello folks, welcome to the Ninjutsu podcast. I'm your host, Don Rowley. This is Hunter, the Terrible. And today we're going to be talking about Ashidori, Ashidome. And it's fairly simple, but it's not. It's something that the Japanese do a lot, but a lot of Bujinkan members outside of Japan don't seem to be familiar with. If you see it here, you'll be able to see the Japanese do it because your eyes will be open to it. There's also one of the things that my friends who I try to learn because they've put more people in the ER than the typical NFL team, they look at this and say, oh, show me that, okay? And ashi means foot, but it basically means stop or take. So let's just say from right here, punch comes in, boom, from right here, okay? So everyone's concentrating on my hands, but it's what my foot's doing, okay? Simply stepping on the foot, okay? There's other variations. Let's just say from right here, okay? Boom, from right here, come in, collapse that knee. Fairly simple once you get used to it, but you need a teacher to show it. I mean, you'll find it in books like this, my translating of the purple book, Tugakuriru Ninpo Taijutsu, but please do not try to learn it from a book or a video. So I'm not going to show techniques, I'm just going to show you that it exists, so you know to go find someone to teach you it. So, but it is one of the things that, once you know about it, it's really important. And the Japanese do it. So let's say grab and get ready for a punch, boom, right here, okay? So immediately take him on, hoko no kamae, from right here, step, come in, boom, and you can see immediately, even though, Hunter is bigger than me, he's got no structure. Just from that, stepping here, stepping here. There's different ways, put your foot out, just put your foot. So there's stepping on it, there's coming from the side, there's coming from the inside, there's even coming from like this or like this. Get a teacher to show you it, and one that really knows what he's doing and not just reading a book and then teaching you. But yeah, once you get this down, it really helps Taijutsu, And the Japanese use this a lot. Once you see it and start looking for it, you'll see it a lot because, the Japanese tend to be like, hi, you're too big, come down here. Now we're going to do something. But yeah, once you take away their ability to flee, then you're in control. And so again, that's all I want to say. Want to make this short. Ashidori, look for it. Again, if you want examples to take to a teacher in Japan to show you, there's my book. I'll link to where you can buy it. But one thing that I want to really kind of point out here, after you learn about just taking someone's knee out, when you've got someone, let's say, and you go for something like this, can you imagine the problems now when somebody does this? Yeah, you're right. I've seen this a lot. People do this. So there's some Japanese basically have got it so that your weight are like 50-50 and you can't lift your foot. And unless you're really, really good, it's really hard to do that. So it's better to, again, right here. Now you're safe. So just keep that in mind when you're training. There's not an instructional video, it's just like to point things out so you can see it later on. Stay safe. Oh, and I take no responsibility for any blown knees or anything like that, because if you do this wrong or right under the circumstances, you can do a lot of damage. Be careful about this, stay safe, train smart. See you later. Oh, and if you've got any questions or comments or some snarky ideas, put them in the comment section. Hit subscribe if you want. See you later. Bye.